want to be able to see you. Good morning. In addition to being on the vestry, I also sit on the Stewardship Committee. And today is the start of our annual Stewardship Drive, which is going to run through February 14th or Valentine's Day. And our theme is going to be, what does church mean to me? And it's not what all angels mean to me, but whatever church you attend, because many of you also attend a second church during the summer. Our Sunday speakers will be telling you or sharing with you what church means to them. Over the next 4 weeks, you're going to be receiving information through both church speakers and emails about how to make a financial commitment to support our 2021 day-to-day operation of All Angels by the Sea. Starting this week, you're going to get commitment information via emails, the tidings, and Realm, which is our giving platform. These communications will include a copy of our commitment card and the directions of several ways you can submit these cards. Obviously, with COVID and us all not coming here together on twice, 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock, all of us, we had to come up with different ways, and I think we have about 5 now. So we will be sharing those with you. If you don't use email, we will be sending a letter to you and a copy of the commitment card via the mail, U.S. mail. For ease, we've developed, as I said, several ways for you to return your card. You can respond electronically. There will be places you will see a button to push that will take you to the place to make a commitment, both in tidings and the Realm. You could actually print out the card and mail it in, or bring it into the office. You can email Sandy Wood and let her know how much you want to give, and she will enter it into the system. Or you can give a call to the church office, and Lynn will speak with you. Next week, Sandy Wood, our treasurer, will be sharing information on our budget, and also will explain in more details the various ways you can submit your commitment. By this time, you will have received several emails in the previous week, so she'll be able to explain if you have questions on how to navigate our systems to make a commitment. February 7th and 14th, we will have speakers. One is Rick McNamara via Zoom, and our second speaker on February 14th will be Father Fred. During each week, over the next 4 weeks, after a speaker, you will continue the following week to get information about our program. So please be looking for it. 2020 has been a very stressful year for all of us as individuals, as well as for our church leaders and staff. With the pandemic and social unrest, the need to turn to our church community for support and comfort was at its strongest. Unfortunately, COVID-19 required that we stay at home, which put a halt to our indoor worship services and fellowship. Fortunately, Father Dave understood the importance of reaching out to our congregation, and with the use of technology, was able to come up with actually 5 ways for us to attend church. Those being, we have drive-up services now, walk-up services, live stream services, Zoom services, and indoor services. I, like many of you, grew up in the Episcopal Church, and I attended regularly. However, prior to 2020, I honestly don't believe I've ever had reflected on the importance to me of being physically able to sit in a church. During the stay-at-home order, I missed church, and I wanted to be here, and I took advantage. I did drive-up services as well as Zoom, but it just wasn't the same to me. I was thankful that Father Dave was finding ways to reach us, but I was still missing coming here every Sunday. The first Sunday, I was able to watch the service on Zoom, being live streamed. I actually felt an overwhelming feeling of comfort and peace and hope. And I hadn't felt that in the previous weeks, not just at church, but I think in general, because I was stuck at home. We had no idea what this was going to mean to us, who we might lose. Being able to see our altar, our stained glass window, Father Dave preaching, gave me a peace and comfort that I hadn't felt in the previous 4 weeks of staying at home. This was a reminder to me of the value of our physical church, its members and staff, all the activities and support we provide each other, as well as those outside our church. By losing the physical connection of actually being in church during such a stressful time was a reminder of the importance that All Angel plays in my life. I am sure each of you have reason why church is important to you. I hope you will join us during our stewardship drive and make a financial commitment to support the day-to-day operations of our church. I also want to thank you for all your past generosity, and we do have a beautifully generous congregation, and I want to thank you for listening.
Very good. Thank you, Cathie. Do we have also pledge cards in the back? Okay, good. And from what I've been told, the pledge cards are large print. They are a full size, so it's no longer these little small cards you get. No, we got the big ones. So those are waiting for you as well. So thank you for that. Oh, and actually we have one. Yeah, so Sue, I don't know if you can read it from where you are, but anyway, that's a good size, and they're way in the back. So very good, thank you. We are doing something, again, differently for communion this Sunday, and that is we've been lining up and violating our 6-foot rule, waiting for communion. And so what Father and Fred and I are going to do is that he will take one of our, what's that called? See, this is, right. A what?
Reserve sacrament.
Reserve sacrament, but it's in a metal thing. I can show you what it looks like. Ciborium, thank you. Don't say I'm too young. Don't say I'm too young for that. Anyway, so he will have a ciborium and will be out next to the statue out there in the sunshine. That's lovely. And so if you'd like to receive communion, you can go out this way and receive, and then walk down our path. And I will be out there. So we're going to have 2 stations. You don't have to receive twice. One's good, but you can either go out this way or out that way, and hopefully that will break up some of that. The other thing that we're going to try, I think next week, is getting ready for Lent, when many of us find it important to kneel. As you know, we have no kneelers, because to kneel you have to be behind somebody. And so we're looking at putting the kneelers into the chair that you're sitting on. So Cathie, if I can pick on you for a minute. That if you wanted to kneel, you would go behind the chair you're on, and then you would kneel there. So we're going to give this a shot on Sunday to see how that works. And that by doing that, you'll still be 6 feet away from the Rogerses, but you'll be able to kneel. So I think that should work. So we're going to give that a shot. So this week, we're trying communion in 2 stations. Next week, we're going to try kneelers. And one of these days, we'll be back to normal. So by the time we finally get it down, right, that's when we go back. So I think that is it. I think we're all set. So let us walk in love as Christ loved us and gave himself as an offering and a sacrifice to God.